News Matt in the building. What's good, y'all? I hope you're having a blessed day. It's early, but there is news to be talked about. We got two very important topics to get into in this video. So if you love basketball content or just, you enjoy the videos, what are you doing? Hit that subscribe button and leave a like for more. Now, without further ado, let's get into it. We gotta talk a little bit about what's going on with Bryce James and Bronny James, but the biggest topic of today so far is Mikey Williams, so let's talk about his situation first. Really early this morning, it was officially announced that Mikey Williams, who's not even a junior yet in high school, has signed with Excel Sports Management, which is for endorsement deals. And not only has he signed with them, but they have reported, and this is according to ESPN themselves, that he is going to generate millions of dollars. It's also being speculated that they already had $1 million worth of deals lined up before he even signed. I pretty much saw this coming with the whole rule changes going on in college. The only question was when this would be announced. Here's what the vice president of his management team that he signed with had to say. Mikey Williams will quote unquote generate millions of dollars. Mikey's relevance around his peers in the basketball community is off the charts. I'd somewhat agree with him, and I'd say he's right because he has over 3 million followers. This is a big step for high school players though, because he's the first high school basketball player to sign a NNI deal, which is due to the college rule changes. The vice president also later added, he's one of the most relevant personalities in the basketball community. His digital and social following speak for themselves. And with this being announced, Mikey made his own public statement to ESPN, and here's what he had to say. The NIL rules provide a new opportunity for someone like me who has put so much energy and effort into building a community. I'm excited to be the first high school athlete to make this move. I love to hoop and I love engaging with my fans and look forward to continuing to share my journey with everyone. There was some more things said in the interview by Mikey and his management team, but that was the basic rundown. So now Mikey Williams is technically a quote-unquote millionaire, but here's my problem with this. He's been a millionaire, he's just now a legal millionaire. He's been doing promos and he gets a check from all them documentaries he's in on YouTube. That's just two of his sources of income, and he has plenty more. The only difference now is that a couple of months ago, I guess you could say it was illegal to be doing what he was doing, but now it's perfectly fine, so he can call himself a millionaire if he wants, and he won't get in any trouble. If you follow him on Instagram or keep up with him at all, we all see the Louis Vuitton, the Gucci, and he posts pictures with Bentleys and numerous different cars. And what was strange is that no one really knew what his net worth was, because he sort of had to hide it, because if he wanted to retain his college eligibility, he couldn't talk about it too much. And let's not play dumb, we know he was getting a lot of money under the table and a lot of illegal money. But now if he wants to flex all the money he's getting and earning, he can do so, so it's gonna be interesting. The only real question it leaves us with today is this a good thing or a bad thing? Here's my take on it. Just like in everything in life, too much of something, it can't always be good. Eventually it's gonna get bad. There's going to be positives and negatives to almost every single thing in life. It really depends how you look at it and how that person handles it. He has a good head on his shoulders, and it seems like he has a great supporting cast with his dad being there by his side all the time. And whenever he does sign these endorsement deals with these big time companies and racks up all this money, I don't see too much changing in his lifestyle. Because like I said, I'm going to emphasize it again, he's not just randomly getting all this money now. He's been getting money. I always see this argument when young people start to make a lot of money. They say, oh, 17 or 18-year-old getting millions of dollars, that's dangerous. They don't know what to do with it. I absolutely hate when people say that, and I can't stand it, because you don't know anything about that person, and just because someone's 17 or 18 doesn't mean they can't be smart with money. I know 16-year-olds who are smarter and are better with their money than 35 and 40-year-olds, so stop saying that BS. And let's say Mikey blows all of his money and he buys a bunch of sports cars and does whatever. who cares? It's his money and he earned it. He can do what he wants. That's my take on Mikey and his money situation. Let me know in the comment section what you think about it down below. But we gotta get into our second topic of the news today. So yesterday, LeBron James's mom, Gloria James, I believe that's how you say it, posted a picture on her Instagram, and it didn't break the internet, but it had some people talking. It had nothing to do with her, and it had nothing to do with what she said, but it had everything to do with what the picture was about. Or not what the picture was about, but who was in the picture. That makes more sense. She posted multiple pictures. You know how on Instagram you can post 4 to 5 pictures for one post, but we're going to focus on this one. And in this picture, I will now be throwing up on the screen. We got Bronny, we got Bryce, and we got LeBron. I had a couple people tag me in this. I can't remember who it was, so if you tag me in this or send it to me, thank you so much. Let me know what you noticed first in this picture. But for me, immediately, the first thing that caught my eyes was that Bryce, which is on the right side, is taller than Bronny, which is on the left. You can clearly see just by this picture, and I'll touch on it more in a second, but Bryce is taller than Bronny in the picture. And then if you want to compare Bryce and LeBron, I mean, heck, he doesn't look too much shorter than his dad. And the comment section was filled with the same thing I was thinking. People were saying stuff like, yo, am I tripping, or is Bryce now taller than Bronny? We all know Bronny is roughly 6'4" to 6'5". So according to this picture, it looks like Bryce James is either 6'5" or 6'6". Correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section down below, but I'm almost 100% sure that Bryce James just turned 14 years old. I know some of you got 14-year-old brothers or even 15-year-old brothers. This doesn't look like your typical 14-year-old. He looks at least 16 or 17. The dude's built, but I can't be shocked because look who his dad is. Back on topic with this picture though, why does Bryce look taller than Bronny? Has he passed him? Is he taller? Well, here's what I think about it. I'm almost 50-50 on it, and I'm about to explain what I'm talking about. Pictures can somewhat be deceiving. If you look at Bronny, who's on the far left, it looks like he's not really hunching over, but he's leaning over, so maybe that would make him look shorter. I don't really see him bending his knees too much, but on the other hand for Bryce, you can tell he's standing straight up. But if you want to make the argument and say, yo Matt, you're tripping, they're both standing straight up, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt and I'll agree. Another reason why Bryce may appear to look taller is that I think it looks like he's somewhat closer to the camera and Bronny is slightly farther back, and that can make him look taller. That theory is even somewhat questionable because if you think about it too much, your brain will start to hurt, but they do it like they're standing in a same line, so they can't be that far ahead of each other even if Bryce is. And then last but not least, we have this theory that, hey, maybe the picture isn't deceiving and Bryce just grew out of nowhere. I'm not saying it's impossible, and it's not even hard to believe because they all have the same genetics. I will say this, if this picture isn't lying to us and it's not deceiving, his competition is going to be in a rude awakening. If Bryce is near 6'3" or 6'4", and by this picture he looks 6'5", I don't even know what to say. For a 14-year-old, you don't see it every day. Let me know what you think about it, but Bronny is pretty tall, so I'm going to stick with the theory that I think Bryce is closer to the camera, and that's why he looks taller. But I wouldn't be surprised if they're now the same height. Today's news video was pretty exciting. We had a big deal to talk about with Mikey Williams, and then on the other hand, we had what we just talked about with Bryce. Is he getting taller, or is he lying to us in the picture? Let me know in the comment section what you think about this down below. But with all that being said, that's going to wrap up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys learned something. If you're new to the channel, wait on. Join the family, hit that subscribe button, and leave a like for more. And as always, let's be great. I'm out, y'all. Peace.